sorry about that, guys. Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't actually upload the new YouTube file to to our server, so you guys were watching last week's Hangout. Welcome, welcome. Good morning once again. This is Angela Moore. I'm actually sending Shauna over the link right now so she can hop on here with me. Give me just a moment. So sorry about all the delays this morning. We will get this thing up and running in just a moment. All right. Sorry about that, guys.
Okay, you see me? It says we're live already.
Yep, we are. Yeah, I was sending you over the link. Cool.
Cool.
All right, so sorry about that, guys. Now that we are finally live, it's 12:15 in the afternoon on Saturday, and we've got a lot of exciting things to share with you. Couple first things first, I had actually planned on going over some Aweber stuff with you guys this morning, only Aweber has been down off and on, intermittently, mostly off over the course of the past few days, and so rather than try and go through that on screen share and have it go down again, which there's probably about a 95% chance that would happen, we're going to do some other stuff. We're going to do some goal setting stuff, actually. I'm going to show you guys how to set a goal, how to take daily action steps towards that goal, and how to reach that goal over the course of the next 30 days, 60 days, and 90 days as we move into the launch of iPass. And for those of you, that think this is kind of like a little bit airy-fairy, because I remember being one of those people, so if you're sitting there like, this is airy-fairy. I would like that too, but I set a goal and reached it, and ever since then I've not had that feeling about goal setting. So I'll take you guys back for just a second here to when I first got back involved in Empower Network. I got involved in Empower Network initially when we launched. Just like you guys are involved in Empower Network and in iPass when we're launching here, you have the opportunity to create a really big result and be able to market that result, which is what I keep talking about, what we're going to show you how to do moving into launch here on the Thursday night trainings. That being said, I was able to create like a big result in a very short period of time. After I created that result, I took a long break from Empower Network and from the industry in general, and I'd never really had any other success other than I created, a $10,000 income inside of 6 weeks. When Empower Network launched, because it was new and exciting and brand new funnels, just like iPass says, only it's going to be higher converting than when Empower Network first came out, which is awesome. But so I came back to Empower Network in January of 2013. And I went through the 15K formula, and some of you guys here own the 15K formula, some of you don't. Some of you will recognize the goal-setting exercise that we're doing today from the 15K formula. Some of you guys may have already done this, but not done it recently. And it is very, very important to reset your goals all the time. Every time you reach a goal, you need to actually go and reset it so you don't get stuck. I've been stuck right now for the past, now it's March. I've been stuck for 8 months because I've not actually bothered to reset my goals. So once you guys do hit your goals, it is going to be super important for you to actually reset them. That being said, some of you guys will recognize this exercise from the 15K formula. Some of you guys may have done it in the past, and some of you guys may have not have actually reached your goals in the past that you set out to accomplish because we didn't have the systems in place that we have now for you guys to really take daily action steps, reverse engineer a goal, and do everything that you need to do on an everyday basis in order to actually reach that goal. So that being said, before we jump right into it here, I said this in the last, I'm not actually sure what was said on the Facebook group last night. I needed to take a break. I've been like nonstop for the past I don't know how many weeks. So yesterday afternoon, evening, I took a break. You guys will notice I wasn't in the Facebook group, so I'm actually not sure what's going on in terms of that. I know Thomas and Shauna, you guys were in there. What is there something that we want to kind of address before we move into the goal setting portion of the Hangout, Shauna?
I don't. Other things that was happening yesterday, there wasn't anything that needed to be addressed on the Hangout. What I can be doing while you're talking, I will make sure there's not any questions that have got addressed. That they were saying save it for Saturday. I'll make sure there's no questions that need to be worked on. But I think we can go ahead and go into goals. Had you looked over that part even to see what questions they listed in that one section?
Yeah, I looked at it yesterday afternoon, and the only things that people had posted were stuff about team names. No, in that section it was just about team names. So okay. I think we need to actually, because what happens is we post so many things in Facebook all the time. I post stuff, you guys post stuff, Shauna posts stuff. And so what happens is I think a lot of you guys missed that we had a Q&A post for you guys to actually list your questions underneath.
Okay.
We'll have to do that a little bit differently next time so that the post doesn't get lost in there, because I'm, excuse me, sorry. I'm always pinning posts up there for you guys, stuff that I want to make sure that you see. And that post was pinned for like a day. But we need to do something to actually make it so that you guys can kind of hand in your questions like before we get here. That way, if you're sitting here and you're like, brain freeze and you can't think of a question, like as soon as the Hangout ends, then you're like, I remember the question. That's what always happens to me. So anyway, we'll think of a better system for that. A couple other housekeeping things. Sorry, what?
Do we have comments down below? We are accessible to comments, aren't we?
Yeah, we do.
So we apologize, but if there's something really crucial and not technical stuff today, because it's like the technical stuff is all towards Aweber and we can't really address it. And we did want to just say a little bit as we get into the mindset. I just wanted to, real quick before you go on there, is I have been changing my mindset, and I want everyone to do that with the technical part, because sometimes we all are like saying we're technical challenged or we're technical this, and we're all having these problems. Just know that you can do it, and when you keep telling yourself you're technically challenged with all this Aweber stuff and all that, that's just basically sending a message to yourself that you cannot do this. So as you go through the technical stuff, we will try to address it later, some of the Aweber, but just know, contact Aweber or contact GoDaddy or wherever the problem is. There's a lot of good resources, because Angela and I aren't the best technical support for you guys, trust me. We're like just trying to figure it out ourselves. So we'll do what we can, but just know there's a lot of good sources out there to try that. So go on now, Angela.
And to piggyback on that, what I was initially going to do today, like I said, is show you guys. I was going to do like a screen share and show you guys how to set up Aweber and stuff like that. What I'm also going to do, because this is my kind of vision for this team, for everybody here. And for everybody that you guys bring in as well, I want to make this as easy as possible. I don't want you guys to be stuck on silly tech stuff. And the reason I don't want you to be stuck on silly tech stuff is because it's literally like the lowest paid skill in this industry is the tech stuff. The marketing stuff is the stuff that makes you the money. I pretty much outsource personally everything technical related, like everything. I don't actually do any tech stuff. I know how to do it because I didn't know initially that it was the lowest paid skill. So I like sat there for hours and hours and, learned code and learned all this different stuff that you don't actually have to know at all in order to make money. But we are going to be offering, I'm going to show you guys, for those of you guys who do want to figure it out, I want you guys to be able to figure out if you want to, the Aweber stuff and the GET response and, what we're doing here. But I am also going to be offering an Aweber setup service for you guys. I need to actually find somebody that will be able to handle a lot of volume for this. And so I don't actually have it set up yet, but by the time Aweber is back up, we will have it set up. And you guys will be able to get that. It's going to be affordable, somewhere under $100 for sure. Probably under $50. I need to figure out, who I can find to actually do this and be able to take on a lot of volume. Because in case you guys haven't actually wrapped your brain around how big and how fast our team is about to start growing, it's going to be big. And we need somebody that will be able to handle, hundreds of jobs on a weekly basis, which will be cool for you guys too, because we'll be able to get like bulk discounts and things. Some of you guys too, I told you about this. I'm going to announce it right now live. Although I don't have a cool example to show you, I'm sorry. But something really exciting, as I've been talking to you guys about marketing your results, we're going to be using the Empower Network blog in order to actually market your results. We're doing that for a couple of reasons. Number one, a blog is a great way to brand yourself. So when you send out an email to your list and it shows, you having results, or it shows somebody on our team having results, or somebody that you sponsor having results, and that video or that post is embedded on a page that's branded to you that looks professional, it's all the more making you like a real person. You kind of have to put yourself in the mindset of the person that's opening your emails. So, you don't actually know this person initially, right? You don't know the person is you. You don't know the person initially, so you don't quite trust what they have to say is true. So you're on their list for like a little while. You're watching their videos, and the more videos they're doing, you're realizing, hey, this person is real. They're chilling out in their house, they're shooting a video, they're scrolling through their phone, they're going through things. But then you see, they've got, a professional header on there. They've got, their stuff looks very well put together, and they're a real person. That's the whole message that I want you guys to be able to get across to everybody that's on your list, is that you are a real person. Because believe me, people will think that you're not real. People think that I'm not real all the time. Like, it's really funny. You actually will get emails like, "Are you a real person?" And you're like, "Yeah." So this will happen to you guys as well. So the way that you get a lot more sales and a lot more conversions, and you can help a lot more people in this business, because this business is a business of helping people. It's not just about the money. It's about helping people to really change their lives. The way that you can actually reach out to these people is by having a professional-looking blog and marketing your results and things like that. So that being said, we are going to be offering a blog setup service to where you guys don't have to design anything, because this is the other thing. I don't want you guys to be caught up on trying to figure out what color scheme your blog should be, and like trying to figure out how to move an HTML image from the left to the right. This will be a done-for-you service. Again, it's going to be super affordable. I don't actually have an exact price, somewhere like $70, $80 tops. We're gonna have this together here within the next couple of days. You guys will actually be able to have your blog design. There's going to be like a series of questions. You can choose color schemes, photos, banners. Everything will be there for you, custom designed for you, based on the theme that you choose with our designer. I actually kind of have this set up already. I just want to be able to show you guys some examples and stuff, which I don't have quite yet. So I will have this over the course of the next couple of days. Definitely far before launch, everybody in here will have a professional-looking blog that's set up and ready to go. So super exciting stuff. Let me just refresh the page to see if we've got any questions before we start in on the goal setting. Is there anything that you want to add as well, Shauna?
Nope. I'm just very excited for the things that you're bringing to the team, because I did try to customize my blog, and I told Angela, I thought, okay, I'll customize my, because I see other people doing it. No, it was 2 hours later, I said screw it and forget it, and my blog is the same, so I'm excited for that, and excited for help with Aweber for those that are really needing it.
Well, and it's the funny thing too, because I thought that it was going to be easy myself. So I went in and I'm like, okay, well, let me just figure this out. Let me figure out how to actually do this. And it's actually not easy. And so I'm like, crap, I don't want to actually have everybody else be having to figure this out too. Like, I actually do know quite a bit of tech stuff, and I'm having trouble with it. Like, I don't want you guys to struggle with it. I don't want there to be any excuse for you guys to not be marketing. I don't want anybody to be like, oh, I can't figure out Aweber, so I won't market. No, we're going to have a setup service for you. If you don't want to figure out Aweber, you don't have to figure out Aweber. We'll have a service for you. If you don't want to figure out how to design a blog, you don't have to. We're going to have a service for you. We're keeping costs down as much as possible for you guys, because I want all of you guys to be putting your money into marketing. We're getting bulk rates with the designers and the tech people, so that you guys can take advantage of that and really be able to build your business and scale it, because that's what it's all about. We do have quite a few questions in here, so before we do.
While you're looking at the questions, I just want to bounce something off of that. So guys, do you just see what Angela just said? Okay, we don't have to design our blog. We don't have to, if you don't know how to do Aweber, you can hire that down. We don't have to do marketing. She's doing that part too for us. And so it's kind of like pretty much this is more plug and play than you ever even imagined it was going to be. So there's really no excuse for everyone to have, you set what you want, you can get. So Just so cool. So cool. Thanks, Angela.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited. I just I don't want everybody to go through, you know, what I had to go through in the beginning to get this up and running. So it's just.
And you don't want AWeber to keep people from succeeding, and that is a challenge that seems to really be a hurdle for some people. So.
Yeah, it does seem to be a hurdle. It's I mean. And I remember it being a hurdle for me when I first got started. It's just, you know, I had a lot of time when I first got started as well to like figure things out. You know, when I say when I first got started, it's like going back way before Empower Network actually ever came out. I was marketing like another affiliate deal that like 2, 3, 4 years before Empower Network came out, and I had already had a business. Before that, my business closed down, and I was like literally sitting there with all the time in the world to figure this stuff out. And I know that you guys here, mostly all of you, I know some of you don't have like day jobs and corporate America jobs and things like that, but most of you guys, you know, do not have the kind of time that I had when I first got started to be able to like pour into this for 10 hours a day and figure it out. And I mean, honestly, even if you did have 10 hours a day, it's really just not worth it. Because like I keep saying, these tech skills, like this is like the time that I spent learning the tech stuff. I spent more time learning that probably than mastering the marketing end of it. The marketing pays me money. The tech stuff doesn't. The tech stuff I just outsource. So for all of you, you know, that are here worried about like, oh my gosh, like, am I going to be able to do this? I'm not good with computers. Like, guys, it's simple. It's really, really simple because all the stuff that you're going to be doing has nothing to even do with tech stuff. It only has to do with marketing. Which is a cool high-paid skill in this industry. So I'm just looking at the comment stream. Looks like you guys are making comments. I don't see any crucial questions other than you guys are looking for a launch date. I would love to be able to give you a guaranteed launch date. However, I don't have any guarantees in terms of this is the definite day that we're launching. What I can say is that we're looking at anywhere between March 14th and March 20th to actually launch iPass. We're looking at March 20th being the worst case scenario at this point in time. However, like I said, I can't make any guarantees. You know, they're sending their stuff through compliance. I'm working with them on some back office stuff right now as well, which is what I was doing this morning and why we are a little bit late getting started with this Hangout. So sorry about that once again, guys. I promise that all of the chaos will be worth it in a few weeks when you guys are getting results, some of you for the very first time. So I'm just really, really excited to move forward here. And with that said, let's go ahead and jump into this goal setting. I need to pull up this document that I have here. And oh, where is it? Okay, so actually, what I want everybody to do right now, if you don't have one already, is grab a pen and a piece of paper, because I'm going to have you guys write down some questions, and then I'm going to have you guys write down answers, and we're going to actually go through this exercise together. I have not gone through this yet for the launch of iPass. I've gone through this exercise before. Like I said, I did do this exercise when I first got back involved in Empower Network. Because of this exercise that I did, this exact same exercise that you guys are doing right now, I was able to go from $0 to $11,500 per month inside of 6 months because of this exercise, because of me setting that intention, because of me reverse engineering my goal and taking those steps every single day. I was able to reach it. You guys will be able to do the same thing if you guys follow along. So if you don't have a pen, I'm just going to give you guys just a minute here to grab a pen and a piece of paper, and while you're doing that, I'm just going to kind of reformat this so that I can type in my answers with you guys. Okay, so hopefully you guys all have a pen and a piece of paper. And this is not a long exercise. It's actually a pretty short exercise that we're going to be going over. We'll probably be done here within 30 minutes. As you guys know, I like to keep my Hangouts short. I don't like to drag them on. I want to just make sure that we touch on all the points that need to be touched on, and that way you guys are up to date. And by the time we get done here, you guys will have a solid goal and know exactly how you're going to reach that goal over the course of the next 30, 60, and 90 days. So the first question that I want you guys to write down is this. I want you to write down, what income goal do you want to hit in 90 days? What income goal do you want to hit within 90 days? There's no right or wrong answer for this. It's your goal. And I need to find the Hangout again. There we go. It's your goal. So what income goal do you want to hit in the next 90 days? So, and the next question is going to be, here, well, we'll get to the next question when we get to the next question. But just write down a number. I want you guys to write down a number. Write down the number that you want to hit in the next 90 days. For me, I can tell you my number that I want to hit in the next 90 days. I want to be doing $50,000 per month within the next 90 days. Shauna, what's your goal in the next 90 days?
That's funny because that's my goal. That was my goal.
Awesome.
It's like a good number. And I passed. See, that is one thing. If those that went through the exercise in 15K, when I did this the first time, my goal was only 15,000, but things have changed. So even if you've done it before with iPass, a lot of our goals are changing. So that's why this is a really good exercise to go through and set your vision a little higher, because mine sure is, and it's totally doable.
Yeah, so you can set your vision higher. It needs to be a believable goal, though. Like 50,000 for me is a very, very believable goal based on what I know I'm putting into marketing. You know, I've got a large team, and all of you guys, since none of you have had a lot of success in the past yet because we didn't have iPass before, you all still have pass ups that are coming to me. So with that in mind, I'm also able to set that goal for the 50,000. So between my marketing budget and the amount of people that I've got on my team, I look at that as a very, very believable, reachable goal for me. So you don't want to set your goal too low. You also don't want to set it too high to where you think it's just a pie in the sky number that you don't really believe that you can hit. You have to believe that you can hit it. All right. So simple stuff. Write a number down, whatever number that you want to hit within the next 90 days. The next thing is, why do you want that income amount? What purpose is that income going to serve in your life? And what is a reason for you to accomplish? What is a reason for you to accomplish that income goal? So I'm going to say that again a little bit slower so you guys can all write that down. Why do you want that income amount? What purpose will it serve in your life? And what is a reason for you to drive to accomplish that goal amount? I'm going to pause for just a second so you guys can think about that and write that down. And while you do yours, I'm going to actually do mine. Shauna's going to do hers. All right, so we're going to just pause here for just a few minutes so you guys can actually write this down. And we're going to do this right alongside with you, okay? All right, cool. So hopefully you guys have some answers going on. Shauna, do you want to go ahead and share your answer for this one?
I'm sure. What I wrote down is the reason I set my goal pretty high is some of the things I wanted to do is retire my husband. I know I've mentioned this before in other hangouts. That is something that I would love to be able to have him home, and we have to make a decent amount because I don't want to, he makes a decent amount, so we need to match that. And also my parents, I want to be able to put them in a high quality home. My parents are 84 years old, and my mom has Alzheimer's, and so she needs, it's getting worse and worse, and the only kind of nursing home they could afford is one that the state kind of, it's like these ones that just aren't what I want them to have, one that's just really posh and really like a dream world for them. So I know that's going to cost dearly, but I want to be able to do that for them. And also my kids, both my two older daughters keep wanting to do missions, going like one wants to go to Africa and another one, she wants to do more environmental kind of thing that she wants to go help out on causes throughout the world when there's been disasters and stuff. And that costs a lot of money. And they keep wanting to, and I don't have the money to send them. So I definitely want to be able to have them go to these places that they want to volunteer and not have to have money be an issue, that they have to have a job. They can do those things that they really, have a heart to do. And of course, I want to travel. I've always wanted to see, I've never been out of the United States other than Mexico and Canada, so I've never been out of North America. I want to travel all over the place and see this great world that we're in, that I've never, seen a lot of different countries and stuff, so I want to be able to do that. And, hey, and I can't say one of the other things is I want to be able to shop. I want to go shopping all the time and buy nice furniture and clothes. I think that'd be really fun and not have to even think about the price. It's like, okay, if I see a dress I want, I'm just going to buy it. So that would be, selfish, but what I really want to be able to do. So that's my reason for my figure.
Awesome. I totally don't think your goals are selfish, by the way. That's crazy. You guys can want stuff for yourself and also want stuff for other people and not have to feel bad about it at all. I want stuff for me, but I also, my why has shifted a ton in the past, really more in the past 30 days than any time at all. But in the past about 3 to 4 months as well. It's kind of when the shift started. For me, my why. So let me actually pull up this document again because I somehow got off the page. And I'll share with you guys, why I want to hit $50,000 a month in the next 90 days. The first reason that I want to hit $50,000 a month in the next 90 days is so that I can help to inspire and uplift not only you guys, but everybody in Empower Network from stage. See, this is the thing, and this is the reason why I know I can hit this goal now, and the reason why I know I'll be on stage, not necessarily at the first event, the Seattle one, because that's going to be like 2 weeks after launch, but at one of the other regionals, the reason I know that I can be there now is because the whole reason that I want to be on stage now is totally different than the reason that I wanted to be on stage before. See, the reason I wanted to be on stage before is just because I thought it would be cool. I just wanted to be the center of attention, and I wanted everybody to think like, oh wow, look at that cool girl on stage, makes a bunch of money, right? It's a silly reason to want to be on stage, right? and the reason why I've still not been on stage is because that was my reason. It was a ridiculous reason for me to want to be on stage. I now want to be on stage so that I can explain to and kind of relay to everyone in the room that it's not about me. See, I have a subject already that I want to speak about. This business is not about the money, but the thing is about this business is you have to create a result first. You have to create a result first in order for you to actually understand that it's not about the money. So if you bring people in and you tell them that they're going to make money, right? And then they're in for a year and they still don't make any money, and you start to tell them after they've come in for the money, well, it's not about the money, it's not about the money, it's not about the money, and you're thinking like, man, like I would like to make money. That is actually why I got into this. It is about the money. But once you actually have a little bit of result, once you make money, and then once you see your team start to have results, everything changes. And you realize that it really isn't about the money anymore. It's about the lives that you get to change. It's about the people that you get to watch make money, and because they've made money, their lives change. Things started to change for me back when Shauna joined my team, because until the point that Shauna joined my team, I hadn't had anyone that had really any success to speak of at all yet. I had people join, and then Shauna joined. And she was probably, I don't even know what number you are, Shauna. You're probably like number like 150, 160 on my team. And she came in with absolutely no tech knowledge, absolutely no expertise at all in this industry. And kind of my justification, this is like a confession, guys, because this is like a bad thing this is the way that I used to think. My justification before, for the reason why my team wasn't succeeding was, oh, well, people aren't willing to do what I'm willing to do. And that's the reason why they can't be successful, because they're not willing to go through what I was willing to go through. Well, Shauna came in, and she actually came in and actually surpassed my results from like zero, like had no knowledge of the industry, no knowledge of anything. In 2 months, she surpassed my results and was making like 2 to 3 sales a day, right? I was like, wow, this is crazy. Like, this is awesome. Like, I actually have somebody that's succeeding. This is like the coolest thing ever. And then what happened was she lost her traffic source, like a month later. And she went from getting 2 to 3 sales a day to getting like no sales a day. And at the very same time that happened, I had already lost my traffic source. And so then I sat there and I was like, well, I can't say anymore that people aren't willing to do what it takes, because Shauna is certainly willing to do anything that it takes. She was willing to do more than I was willing to do, and she can't have success because I don't know how to show her a way. I don't even know how to get my own traffic back. Now I'm bringing people into something where I don't actually think that they can succeed. So I was having a major like just funk for like the past like 6 months, 5 months, 6 months, because of that, because of my team not succeeding, because it finally occurred to me that it's not you guys' fault that you weren't succeeding at all. It's nobody's fault that you're not succeeding. So if you've not had success yet, it is not your fault in the slightest at all. We didn't have the systems in place to help you succeed, which is the reason I actually almost quit this industry, because of the fact that you guys weren't succeeding, because I didn't see a way for it to happen until iPass came out. So I want to relay this. I need to actually structure it a little bit better than how I have it structured in my head right now when I speak it from stage. But I want to relay that, number one, this industry is not about the money. Number two, you have to create a result first in order to see that. And number three, when you do create a result and you help your team create a result, everything changes, everything shifts. This is not about me. I don't want to make $50,000 because I want to sit on the beach and drink martinis. I want to make $50,000 so that I can help to inspire other people. And bring people up from the ashes. That's why I want to do this. Now, do I want an awesome life too? Yes, of course. I definitely want to be able to travel. I'm planning to go to Bali in the middle of the summer. It'd be awesome to not have to, worry about any kind of expenses during that time. And the other reason why is to have a base of success, to build a story. You guys are all going to be building a story, and that should be part of your reason why you want to create a result in 90 days is to build a story, because you're going to be able to take that result and build a bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger result, right? If you're able to build a bigger and bigger result by the basis of building a story to begin with, like if I go from 10,000 to 50,000, if I multiply my income by 5 times in 90 days, that creates an incredible story. I can take that story and I can build to whatever income level I want. It doesn't even matter. I can build to 100,000 a month, 200,000 a month, 500,000 a month, because we have a way to scale, all right? Because I'll have a story. Just looking at things I wrote down here. When I hit this goal, it means that my team is succeeding. I don't have $30,000 to put into marketing this month. I'm putting in $6,000 the first week, $2,000 the second week, $2,000 the third week, and $2,000 the fourth week into marketing for the month of launch. I don't know what the numbers are going to look like. On the front end, we were talking about numbers last time. We were looking at 5% conversions coming through on the front end. Meaning that out of every 100 leads, 5 will decide to buy the front-end product. We don't know the numbers for the back end. We can just go off of other funnels that have been created that are similar to this. But I don't think that with that amount of money going in, that I'm going to hit 50,000 off of my own efforts. The reason why I'm going to hit 50,000 is because you guys are going to be succeeding. I'm going to have Shauna making sales. I'm going to have Dan making sales. I'm going to have, all of you guys here. Sorry if I've not mentioned your name. I've mentioned 2 names. There's like a bunch of people on this hangout. But I'm thinking of people that, have been on my team for a long time, have some experience and also some marketing budgets. You guys are going to see incredible, ridiculous results. And because of that, this business is really cool. 20% of whatever you do goes to your sponsor. So when you guys start having people like I'm about to have that are having a lot of success, 20% of that is going to go to you. Essentially like free money that you get without even having to market.
Sorry. Dog, shut up. 1 second. I'll take her away.
Oh, you're fine. Cool. Okay, cool. So hopefully you guys have that written down. And cool. So the next question is.
I'm sorry about that.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So the next question is there.
Before you go on that next question, I just had to say, yeah, thanks, Angela. Here I go all about what I want. And you're all like, so I just wanted to say, but you're right, because without you guys having success, the people you bring in having success, you have no success. So always my vision, and everyone else's is too. None of us got in this for only selfish reasons. But yeah. So thank you for, you said that very well. So good job.
Well, cool. Like I said, guys, I'm not perfect. I'm so far from perfect. It's like ridiculous. Like I can't even get a freaking hangout to start. Let's talk about that. I was very, very selfish in this business for a long time, and if you guys are in a place where you are thinking like I just need money, that's okay. It's completely okay, because that's what we are when we get into this business. Is you get in because you want to make money, and I totally get that, and I want everyone here to be able to make money. And the biggest reason that I want you guys to all make money is so that you can see actually the bird's eye view of what I'm seeing right now. Which is that it's not about the money, but you have to make money first. Otherwise, you can't see it. You can't see it. You have to make money first. And I'm not actually sure. I need to actually reverse engineer this, because for me, it wasn't just that I had to make money. I had to see Shauna make money in order for me to actually really, really get the big picture. I had to see Shauna have success. So this is going to be cool because, we have the whole iPass system, we have traffic, we're going to have Aweber set up, we're going to have blog set up, we're going to have all this stuff. So it's going to be very, very simple for a new person to plug in and start making money. You guys should be able to see this much sooner than like a year and 3 months down the road like it took me. That being said, let's go ahead and move on to the next question, which is, what evidence is there going to be in your life to show that you've accomplished your outcome? What evidence is there going to be in your life that shows that you've accomplished your outcome? So everybody write that down. I'm going to say it one more time, just a little bit slower. What evidence is there going to be in your life to show that you've accomplished your outcome? All right, so do you need just a second to pull that together, Shauna, or do you want to go ahead and share yours? Or
give me like 2 seconds and I'm almost done.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Actually, I'll go ahead, because a lot of mine is from what I said from before.
Yeah, mine is too a little bit. Mine's going to be a little bit redundant.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, one thing when you're just writing it down, but then when you actually see it happening, we can all have wishes, but when I can actually see my parents moving into that home I want to put them in, I can even see the details of the home. I see my dad actually, working he loves to work with his hands, crafting and doing woodwork and stuff like that. I see him in his shop. They'll have a little safe shop, but a little shop for him to work in. I can see him, and I can, see him out talking to people all the time, because that's my dad, loves to talk. So I can see all that. I can see my daughters. Actually, I see my one daughter on a ship. She's on the ship that she wants to do so bad. They go around and just go and hit in different places that need environmental help. I see my other daughter. I see her clearly down in Africa, which I'm like, I'm not joining her in that one. No way. Africa sounds very rough. So I will love to volunteer, but I'll stick with volunteering like here we like to do with Children's Hospital a lot. So I can see myself volunteering, my husband doing our Friday night hangouts, but even going, we actually have Friday nights down there with movie, helping them with the movies and stuff. I can see that becoming even more involved. You know, I can see these details of these things. I never had time and money, and I need both so we can be able to go out and do these things that we have wanted to do, make a difference, you know, have, and then it's the idea of paying my bills I can see without ever having any stress. You know, you get done paying bills, usually you're grumpy. I know with myself, I get done paying bills and I'm in a really kind of grumpy mood. Well, I will be relaxed. I will feel good because it's like I paid my bills and I still have, you know, $30,000 in the bank and I've already paid all my bills. And, you know, and have a savings account that has, you know, I will know I've hit it when I paid my bills and there's still surplus. And I see a savings account. And, you know, it's like everything is growing instead of going in the negative, it's going into the positive. And I see my team exceeding. I see people be able to, you know, I'll be just seeing them be able to quit their jobs. I'll see them be able to suddenly stay home with their kids, which is very, very important. That every parent should be able to be home helping, you know, see their kid get grown, and that's the best thing for the kids too. Daycare is not the place for kids to be raised. So I see all that, and that's what gives me the push, like you guys all have done. We'll do anything to make this happen. Just now we have a tool to be able to do it.
That's awesome. Awesome. Really good. Yeah. How do I know whatever? I guess I should actually have the question in front of me when I'm answering it. Hey, what evidence is there going to be in my life that shows that I've accomplished my outcome? You know, number one, $50,000 a month. I'm going to see all of you guys succeeding. All of you guys that are on my team will have results. You'll be making money. That's the first indication that I will have hit my goal. Then I'm going to be getting an email from Dave and Dave inviting me to speak on stage. So I'll be, you know, my life will consist in that point of, you know, preparing what I'm going to be speaking about, how I'm going to actually speak life into people at the event. The third thing is going to be, you know, $10,000 a month in this industry is really not a lot of money. This is actually, you know, some of you guys know, some of you guys don't. You know, I make about $10,000 a month right now. I make less money in this business than I've made in any other business that I've ever done in my life, ever. So I've made money before. $10,000 a month is not a lot of money to me at all. And I am tight on money at all times because I'm used to having more money than this. So it's like I will notice, you know, like what Shauna just said, you know, when I pay my bills, when I go and spend, you know, $10,000 on marketing, when I go and spend, you know, money, it's not going to ever be, you know, me checking and making sure like, hey, do I have enough here? Do I have enough there? I will just know that I have enough. I won't even have to actually check. You know, I'll just have to do, you know, a checks and balances thing, you know, once a month or something to actually make sure that I'm, you know, I am where I think I am, you know, and I'm not looking for bills or anything, right? Yeah, so that will be another huge indicator. I'll just know in my head that I've got plenty of money, and why do I need to, you know, why do I need to look at a price tag? Why do I need to fly to Bali in, you know, what's non-first class? Why can't I think of this? Domestic flight. Coach flight. Yeah, because I want to fly to Bali in first class when I go there. It's like a 20-hour flight, and it sounds like really, really painful to have to actually fly there for like 20 hours on a coach flight. So those are like a few indicators, and I can actually see those unfolding, and it's important, you know, that you guys, when you're writing this stuff down, that you are actually able to see that unfolding in your life. What will your life look like? What will it feel like to you? What is the feeling? Try and feel it now. As you're writing this question, the answer down. So moving on to the next thing. So the next one is, what reward are you going to create for yourself when you reach your outcome? Every time you hit a goal, celebrate. So I'm gonna say that one more time. What reward are you going to create for yourself when you reach your outcome? What reward are you going to create for yourself when you reach your outcome? So I'm gonna go ahead and share mine. Because 90 days, I'm actually not setting this 90 days from today. I'm setting this 90 days from the launch day because I'm not going to be making a lot of money really in the next 2 weeks probably. And I mean, it doesn't make sense for anyone here to actually set the goal from 90 days from today because, you know, we're not doing a ton of marketing. There needs to actually be a way for you to hit the goal. And so I'm setting my goal from March 14th. Because that's the soonest launch date, and so I'm setting the most positive energy and positive intentions out there that we actually get launched by March 14th, because I am just like, I can't even sit in my seat. I'm so excited. The reward that I'm going to give myself when I hit my goal, because it's going to be June 14th, 90 days from March 14th is June 14th. That is like literally a few days before I leave for Bali, and I'm going to be on a first class flight to Bali. That's my reward. So, Shauna, what's your reward?
Mine is about travel too. It seems like a lot of us, that's how we reward.
Yeah.
We have been wanting to forever, and my kids keep asking, when is it going to happen? We want to go. We go to Disneyland a lot because it's West Coast, which is us. We want to go down to Disney World because my family's really into Disney. We're really into Disney. We become little kids again in life, and so we want to go down there. But I don't want to go there until I can spend like a month down there, so you can do all the different stuff and not be rushed and be able to also have some spa time and all that. So I basically want to take like 3 to 4 weeks and just head down to Disney World with my family. And so I'll be leaving the same idea, June 14th or somewhere in June, basically when the kids can get it out. Off work and stuff, so we will head down there and spend, 3 to 4 weeks, and I'll get back just in time to maybe go on another vacation. Okay, so that's
awesome. Hey, are you guys getting value out of this? Post in the comment stream. If you have any comments that you want to add or questions or anything. Just tell us, are you getting value out of this? Because I want to make sure that you guys get value out of every hangout that we do. I don't want you to ever feel like you're sitting there and not.
And tell them to share their stuff. Share
your stuff. What are you guys what are you guys gonna reward yourself with in 90 days when you reach your goal? I'm actually gonna awesome. Cool. So the next thing is there it is. Where are you when you see the evidence that you achieved your outcome? So where are you, like physically located in the world, or in your town? Where are you when you see that you've actually reached that goal? So, are you sitting on the beach and you look down and you're checking your commission notifications, from your iPhone, and you're logging into your back office of iPass and you see that you've hit the exact number that you've set as you're sitting on the beach? Are you sitting, at your desk? Are you sitting at your day job, scrolling through your commissions inside of your Empower Network back office, and are you looking at it saying, wow, I don't actually need to be working this job anymore because I've just made enough money in the past 90 days to actually cover what I would be making in the next year working at this job? Where exactly are you, right, when you see the evidence that you achieved your outcome? Everybody write that down, write down your answer, and cool, awesome. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate that. You're awesome. Cool. So Shauna, you tell me first.
Well, I can see myself. It's that whole thing of I'm waking up early in the morning, and it's waking up before even the alarm goes off, which luckily that will be the last of the alarm. And it's like I can see myself walking into my office and turning on the computer. It's like, the sun's just coming up and stuff. And I go to my back office. It's like I can hear like birds chirping in the background and all that. And I can, it's like just early morning. I turn on to go see my commissions. And it's like $50,123. And I'm like basically at that point screaming and yelling. I can see it, and waking up my husband going, okay, quit your job, you're coming home now. So basically he'll be quitting June 14th, I guess. So there we go.
That's awesome. That's so awesome. I love it. Cool. Yeah, so evidence of, just keep trying to answer these questions all ad lib without the questions in front of me. It's just silly. I don't have enough brain power to actually do that. Okay, so where are you when you see the evidence that you've achieved your outcome? I'm going to be sitting in my house. I'm going to be looking out the window. It's going to be, got like windows in my place. Obviously, obviously I have windows, and they're going to be open. The breeze is going to be coming in the window. I'm going to feel the breeze. I'm going to be literally on my computer, looking through my commission notifications, looking through my bottom line, because with iPass, I don't know if you guys have been on the webinars, if you've seen this, iPass actually shows you what you've made in the last day, in the last week, in the last month, in the last year, right? So you can actually see, and you can actually like itemize it all out. So I'll be in my iPass back office, the breeze blowing in through the window, and I'll be literally just scrolling through and see that I have made just over $50,000 over the course of the past month in June. So between May 14th and June 14th is when I want $50,000 to be in my bank account from iPass and from Empower Network. Because your iPass earnings and your Empower Network earnings, you'll be able to actually, I may be saying this really confusing right now, so let me know if you guys are confused. You'll be able to see what you've earned in iPass and also what you've earned in Empower Network and then what you've earned combined. So you guys are going to make a lot of money from iPass too. Those are the 3 front-end products are all iPass products. You know, if you're on the Black, especially if you're on the Black membership, you know, you're getting 70% commissions on those front-end products. So that's going to add up like quick, especially if you're driving a lot of traffic. I mean, like I keep saying, 5% convert, you know, into a sale. That's $7 sales at 70% right there on the front end, just out of every 100 leads. So that's the goal. That's where we're actually going to be doing beta testing before we actually even release it to the public, which is cool. You know, you guys aren't going to be the test here. Me and Chris Jones and a couple of other people, a couple of other leaders are going to be beta testing these funnels for you guys, so that we will know that they convert before you ever spend a single penny on marketing. Got a little bit off subject there for a moment. I just get excited talking about numbers and conversions and stuff because it's just so cool. I've just never seen anything that's going to convert as well as this converts, so it's going to convert. Awesome. If you guys have any questions, post in the comment stream, and we're going to move on to the last portion of this. Awesome. Very cool. And Harnell, that's my mom, guys. My mom's on our Hangout. She's an Empower Network. She's been in the beginning. You guys are awesome. So exciting. Very, very cool, Norma.
We say this all the time, but we want to say once again what a great group of people we have with us. You guys are just, we couldn't have asked for a better team, and just so much. It's not just business. We're like becoming like a family over here, and it's really cool seeing your guys' interaction over there on the Facebook group, and just such support. You guys are awesome. I mean, I couldn't have dreamed of better.
I get like goosebumps. I mean, when you just said that, I just got goosebumps. I mean, I do feel so blessed to be starting this off and launching this with such an incredible group of people. I mean, you guys are literally just awesome. And you're why I do this. And so the fact that you guys are so awesome just makes me want to work like a million times harder to make sure that this all happens for you guys. I love the culture in our group. I love the energy in our group. You know, and I've never done this before. You know, I'm new. I'm getting mentored by, you know, the people over in Prosperity and the people over there, but I've never, you know, built something to the magnitude that I want our team to be able to build and our team to be able to grow. And I didn't know in the beginning that I could do it. And you guys have given me a lot of confidence to really be able to take all of us to the next level, to be able to take you guys to wherever you want to go. It doesn't matter. If your goal is higher than $50,000 a month in the next 90 days, I want you to be able to hit that goal. I want you guys to be able to surpass me. I want you guys to be able to literally do whatever it is that you want to do. And you can surpass me. Shauna is proof of that. Shauna surpassed me, which was awesome. And it's like what opened my channels up to actually understand what the business is all about. So you guys can set your goal, just set it to be a believable goal. Whatever you believe in your core that you can achieve in the next 90 days. And we're going to reverse engineer that with your marketing, with marketing your results to your list, with having your blog designed, all of that. We're going to reverse engineer it to make sure that you guys actually hit that goal. Because this is not an airy-fairy thing. This is not you saying like, oh, I just want $50,000 in the next 90 days. Well, guess what? If you say that every day, all day long, you won't hit the goal. You have to actually take action towards the goal. And this has been the problem in the past is we have had this process before. You know, Dave Wood laid out this process inside of the 15K formula. A lot of you guys have gone through that. A lot of you guys have gone through and set your goal. But the reason why you've not hit it, some of you have not hit it, is because of the fact that we didn't have a way for you to hit it. We didn't have the process laid out. You know, we can, literally after the first month, we will know all of the back end numbers. We're going to know the front end numbers before we even launch. We're going to know what the conversions are on the front end, and we're going to make sure that they're 5% before you guys even start marketing the system. That being said, you know, when you, hold on, sorry, I just lost my train of thought. I was just reading comments at the same time I'm talking. I can't do two things at once. Try chewing gum and walking. It's actually pretty difficult, okay?
I hear you.
What was I just saying? Oh my gosh, totally just lost my train of thought. It's like really hysterical. I was like on a train there. Jesus.
Well, it's pretty bad when I can't remember what you were saying either. So it's like.
Well, now we know who's listening.
It's like we're both like, what?
That's funny. Okay, cool. Anyway,
we were talking about them testing the launch. What were you? Yeah.
I was talking about reverse engineering goals because this is going to be, you know, after the first month when we see what the back end conversions are and all that. Which, you know, if they aren't high, we're going to be tweaking them. Obviously, we're not going to be having you guys market stuff that doesn't convert at all ever. So once we know those numbers. What I was going to say is it's going to be very easy to reverse engineer how much you guys are going to need to put into marketing in order to hit your goal, and you'll be able to scale up. So you know, say you want to get to a $5,000 a month income or a $10,000 a month income, but you don't have the budget right now to be able to scale from 0 to $10,000 a month in the next 90 days because you need to be able to put more into marketing. We'll be able to show you guys how you can start smaller and reinvest back in once we have all of those numbers and all those figures together. And that way, you know, it'll literally just be a metric of math and nothing more. That's what I want this to be. I want it to be a metric of math. You know, you put in this much, you get this much back. Simple stuff. You know, obviously people's numbers are going to be slightly different because, you know, the way that you guys market your results is going to be different. And you're going to master that as time goes on. You know, you might not be awesome at it to begin with because none of us are. You know, I remember being terrified to do videos in person. I remember being terrified to do hangouts like these, like not too long ago, actually. You know, like some of you guys remember me sitting in the Be the Change hangouts, and I would just kind of sit there. And a lot of times I'd be like checking my email, like not even paying attention. But it's kind of funny. I was scared to talk a lot of times on the hangouts before, but you get over those fears, and you actually get over them faster than you would imagine that you'd get over those fears. And I'm being serious because I remember, you know, if somebody would have told me this a few months ago, I would have been like, yeah, right. Like I've been in this industry forever. I'm still scared to be, you know, on hangouts, on camera, that kind of stuff. The fear subsides. You know, just the more that you do it, the more that you break out of your shell, and the more the results that you have as well. It just, the fear subsides. You're gonna have to just take my word for it, because there's no proof that I can actually give you. I can't actually prove it. That you're just gonna have to take my word for it.
But they probably even watched my transformation more. As remember when the first time, it was only back in, was it October or November? Whenever you guys brought me on to Be the Change team, and I kept telling you, no, I can't go on. I'm scared to do videos. I'm scared to get on the Hangout. I'm scared to, because I do, you know, it was like I was scared to death when they were bringing me out, but it's actually pretty comfortable. It's like now it's no big deal. So, and that was just a short time ago.
I remember you being more comfortable in Hangouts than me. And this is just that, some of you guys are like, oh, well, Angela, you've been in this industry forever, so of course, you finally broke through like 4.5 years later, right? Shauna has not been in this industry forever. She's actually more scared than me and less scared than me sooner than I was less scared. After she started doing, videos and things like that. And I mean, I'm not encouraging anyone here actually to do, your own Hang. If you want to do your own Hangouts, by all means, you can do your own Hangouts. We have these Hangouts that we're going to be doing for you so that you can bring your prospects and you don't have to like break out of your shell before you're ready to break out of your shell. But whenever you guys are ready to break out of your shell and you want to do your own Hangouts, you want to do your own stuff, I'm more than happy for all of you guys here too. I want you guys to be able to speak your vision and be able to speak to people straight from your heart, because that's what'll get through to people. So the last thing here, we got a little bit off track because I'm ADD, sorry. The last thing here is I want you guys to write out your outcome statement in present tense and in the first person using all of your senses. So write down the question. It's actually a statement, but it's a question. I want you guys to write down your outcome statement in the present tense, in first person, and use all of your senses. So give me just a couple of minutes because I need to actually write mine out and then I'm going to read mine to you guys. We're all going to take about 5 to 10 minutes. Probably not 10 minutes, 5 minutes is enough, because you guys might not finish it here on the Hangout, and that's fine. I mainly just want to be able to give you an example of mine. Shauna's going to be able to give you an example of hers, and that way, when you guys go to actually structure yours, because I'm going to be able to do this a lot faster than some of you guys because I've done this a bunch of times already. I'm just kind of changing my numbers around and changing where I'm going to be located and things as I'm reaching my goals, which you'll understand. If you don't understand what I mean by that, you'll understand in just a second here. But some of you guys, it might take you, 20, 30, 40 minutes to write this out, and that's fine. It's important that you do, that you take that time to actually write out your goal and your outcome statement in the present tense. This is what will allow you to reach the goal, is feeling the feeling that you'll have in 90 days when you've reached it. All right, so everybody take a break for 5 minutes, start writing out your goal, and write out your outcome statement rather in the present tense, using all of your senses. I'm going to write mine out, and we're going to continue on here in about 5 minutes. Then we're going to wrap up and answer any questions you guys have before we hop off here and let you guys get on with having a beautiful Saturday. Just going to do some math here quick. Shauna, I'm sending you a private message real fast because I need to include something in this.
Okay, I'll look at it. No problem.
Okay. So hopefully you guys aren't eating a snack. You're actually doing your goals too. Anyone who's sitting there eating a snack is feeling all guilty now.
Did you send it to Facebook or where did you send it?
No, open up the chat in the
Oh, okay.
thing. Hold on, I'm sending it right now.
Okay. I wonder how to answer it. I can't get my thing to work.
Actually, if you just tell me the town.
I just typed it back to you. Didn't you get it?
No, sorry, no, I actually haven't looked. I was typing
Okay.
something. I'm taking just a little bit longer than I thought I was, guys. Sorry. It'll be a really good example though for all of you guys to go off of when you're creating yours. If you need any help with it or anything. Okay, I just need to reread mine and then I'm going to read it out loud to you guys. Cool. Okay. So I'm going to read mine off. And just so you guys can kind of get the, if you've done this right, as you read your goal, it will actually give you goosebumps, like actual physical goosebumps. That is an indication that you've done it right. And the reason is the way that we actually need to write these out is a way where you are actually feeling the feelings of having achieved your goal before you achieve it. The reason why this is so important, if you guys follow like the law of attraction, if you follow, personal development kind of stuff, you know that if you can feel the feeling of having something before you already have it, that you have to have it, because the mind can't tell the difference between you feeling the feelings and not actually having it, and you feeling the feelings of having it. So if that sounded like super confusing to you and you've not followed this stuff before, don't worry. There's plenty of all sorts of woo-woo stuff, in our back office and Power Network and things like that. And I am, very, very more so, money focused, and I want everybody here to have a good mindset, but I want you guys to be able to make money. That being said, the mindset stuff does come into play in a very huge way for you guys to actually be able to actually make money. So we will have some book recommendations and things like that for you guys as well. But before I just get totally off topic again, I'm going to go ahead and read my goal here. So I, Angela Moore, I'm sitting in my office, in my home in Fort Collins, Colorado. The date is June 14th, 2014, and I've just logged into my iPass back office and noticed my commissions for the last day, week, month, and year. In the past 24 hours, I've earned $1,725. In the past week, I can see that I've earned $12,100, and in the past month, just between May 14th and June 14th, I've earned $51,300. As I feel the warm summer Colorado breeze come through my window and hear the coffee percolating from downstairs in the kitchen, I smell the fresh aromas, and I am more excited than ever to start my day today. Today, I begin planning our first ever Leaders 57 Mastermind in Hawaii. We will be booking the entire all-inclusive resort, 359 rooms, and flying in speakers from all over the world to take all of your businesses to the next level in mid-September. As I stare out my window at the beautiful Colorado sunshine, I think back over the last 3 months and how effortless it was to earn this much money and help my team start succeeding. I hear my phone dinging every few minutes with Facebook messages from our Facebook group from my team being so excited to have reached their goals. Now to reward myself, I'm hopping on a flight next week to Bali, first class. Goosebumps. See, this is what goosebumps. And you guys write this out because you will actually feel those feelings. And if you actually record yourself, if you do this exercise and you record yourself saying your goal, and like you can record it in your voice memo section of your smartphone if you have one, or if you don't have any kind of recorder, if you just read this out loud to yourself every morning and every night before you go to bed. This is what I did to reach my $10,000 a month goal in 6 months. The problem with my goal is it wasn't the right goal. I reached exactly the goal that I had set forward. I reached $11,500 in 6 months. It's just my goal was all about money. It wasn't about anything other than money. So the only thing that I actually got, the only thing that manifested in my life was that amount of money. Now here, I've actually done this properly so that all of you guys can succeed as well. I'm not all just, thinking about Angela. So that's kind of to give you an idea of like why things actually happened the way that they happened, and they manifested exactly the way that they manifested from the last time that I set my goal like this. It's because that was my goal. This time, this is my goal. I've talked to Shauna. This Leaders 57 Mastermind event, it's not something that I'm starting to plan yet, really, although I do have a resort in mind. Shauna's got a friend that works there. It's not something that I'm going to start planning until the day that I reach this goal, and that's going to be another driving factor for me to reach this goal, because this event that we're going to be putting on for you guys, like I want this to be the biggest event, most life-changing event. I was going to say of the year, but that you guys have ever been to. I want this to be extremely life-changing, and I don't have the capacity to plan something that life-changing until I've hit this goal. So I have to hit this goal first I have to have enough clout to have speakers flying in from all over the world to teach you guys and train you guys not only on marketing concepts but on mindset stuff. I have to have the clout of having earned $50,000 in a single month before I can do that. Otherwise, people are going to be like, Angela, come on, you earn $10,000 a month. We're not going to fly to your event. Come on. So I have to do this. Otherwise, that can't happen. So this is a major, major, major driving force for me. And I wanted to actually mention this a little bit earlier on, but I kind of wanted to save the Hawaii announcement till I was reading off my goal here. So maybe my why will make a little bit more sense to you guys now as well. I didn't want to like let the cat out of the bag like the first 10 minutes of the hangout, right? So we are going to be planning that. It's not going to be planned yet because, like I said, I'm going to be planning that the day that I look in my back office on June 14th, see that I've earned $51,300. It's going to be a great day. So
great day for all of us. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Very, very. So I want to have Shauna, I want to have you come out and share yours as well.
I didn't finish mine before, and so mine's kind of like still needs a lot of tweaking still. So I mean, I have my old version, but my old version I can do it, but my old version is not what I would like it to be now. So
okay.
But if you want me to share that one, I can. So.
Yeah, that's fine. You can share. I just want to give these guys an example as well. Mine is obviously, I just redid mine, so mine is totally, exactly the way that I want things to happen over the next 90 days. If you need more time to structure yours, that's cool, but I know that your one from before was really good as well.
That's why I just kind of tweaked the one I had before. Let me find it. And
okay.
So, let me find it. It's like somewhere in here. Okay. Okay. I, Shauna Jane Gibson, am just waking up on this Saturday, June 21st, 2014. It's my birthday today. I am slowly opening my eyes, and I see the light bursting through the blinds. I'm looking over at the clock. It reads 7:52 a.m. I'm jumping out of bed and quickly heading into my office. I left the computer on last night so I can get right into my iPass back office. I am pulling up my earnings for the month of June 2014 up to this point. I added to the amount from May 22nd to May 31st. It reads $50,125. That's right. $50,125. I did it. I made over $50,000 in 30 days. What a great birthday present. My heart is pumping so fast and loud. I'm totally shaky all over. I'm feeling so powerful, successful, and confident. Totally awesome. Feeling joy for helping so many people improve their lives in such a big way, all in just 1 year. I'm hearing dogs barking in the background. I look out my window, and it's like they're looking at me saying, "You just did it. You made $50,000 in 30 days." Danny B just came up the stairs. I started screaming, "I just made over $50,000 in the last 30 days, telling him, "It's time for you to quit your job. It's time for you to come home and join me in this movement to help as many people as possible gain complete freedom and become the leaders they were meant to be." I am so excited and so proud of myself and proud of what I have created for my family and so many families throughout the world. It blows me away just how easy it was. It was like really, really easy. The money just seemed to flow into my bank account. I am so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So that was my old version. I need to do some tweaking, though, to it.
Awesome. That's really, really good. Yeah, as you guys can tell, I mean...
A little dorky, so sorry, mine was a dorky. No one was supposed to hear it but me. So.
I don't think it's dorky at all. So yeah, you guys can see that like what we're doing here is it's not just about talking about a goal. It's about feeling the feelings of achieving your goal already. And like I said, when you guys do this correctly, you will actually physically feel goosebumps on your body as you read your goal, which is going to help you actually achieve the goal that much easier. So that being said, does anyone have any questions? Awesome, Donna. Let me actually read this. I'm gonna actually read Donna's out loud. Hers is really, really good. I'm assuming that's gonna be okay with you, Donna, because you posted it here in the comment stream. She says the date is July 4th, 2014. I just retired and hired a driver to drive my truck last week. All of us are boarding the plane to, I don't know how to say that, Pahoa, Hawaii. My son is there greeting us with 20 leis. After we get the rental cars, we're headed to the rental car house on the Black Sand Beach in Puna. We're also happy, hugging and kissing, talking about the beauty of the island. We sit having lunch, planning all of the sights that we see this week. That night, we sit around a campfire telling stories about our lives, past, present, and future. Great. Very, very cool. Awesome, Norma. Glad you like my goal. 15K formula. Yeah, exactly, Marty. Yeah, this is an exercise from the 15K formula. The reason why I'm doing it with you guys is, number one, some of you guys don't own the 15K formula, and I think that in order for anybody here to reach their goal, you know, I want you guys to have this information so that you can reach your goal, even if you can't afford to buy the 15K formula yet. The other reason that I'm doing it here again is because I know that for me, you know, maybe you guys are better at this stuff than I am, but for me, I had not done this until this morning. I'm gonna, you know, go through and actually get more and more and more clear on the stuff that we did, you know, by doing some of my own homework and spending some additional time in this. But I wanted you guys to see the thought process that I actually put together when I'm out setting my goals, for one. And I wanted you guys, that those of you who have gone through that 15K formula module and maybe had set a goal, you know, 3 months ago or 6 months ago, to reset a goal, because your numbers are probably totally different now that we have iPass. I know that my numbers are totally different. You know, I didn't see a way before for me to ever hit 50,000 a month, because for me to hit 50,000 a month before, I would have had me on the phone calling new people, which I hate doing. Not because I don't want to talk to new people. I want to help everybody in here. I want to mastermind with all of you guys, but I don't want to do it one-on-one. I want to do it in group settings, and I don't want to have to sell anything. I hate selling. So I want the business coaches to handle that side of it, and I want to handle the teaching side of it. That's where my passion lies. My passion is not in getting you guys to buy stuff. I hate doing it. I hate getting on the phone being like, hey, spend this money. I want to teach you guys. I want to help you take your businesses to the next level. So that's how I see myself hitting 50,000 a month, because I see myself doing trainings on Thursday nights, helping you guys to market your own results, you know, that kind of thing. That's where my skill set is in teaching. So that's why I couldn't wrap my brain around this type of a goal before, because I knew that in order to actually do that, I would have to do something that I wasn't willing to do. And you guys, you know, may be in the same situation. You know, you may not have wanted to call people and upsell them. You may have, you know, just not seen a clear path. Because I remember not seeing a clear path. Not so much in Empower Network, because I was able to figure out my own traffic. I just couldn't figure out how to duplicate that for other people. But in other businesses, it was like I couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. And I know that a lot of you guys here probably had that problem before the iPass launch. You know, you would look at it, and Dave would be talking about getting 2 a day, and you'd be like, I haven't even gotten 1 yet. How can I think about 2 a day when I haven't gotten 1 yet? And I don't see a way to get 1, because I don't have the systems, I don't have the traffic, I don't have, you know, so I mean, I know exactly where you guys, you know, may be coming from before. So now that we do have all of that, you guys should all see a much clearer picture. We've got the traffic, we're going to have the professional blog design service. If you guys don't want to learn how to set up Aweber, you don't have to. I'm going to have a tech guy coming around setting all that up for you guys as well. This is going to be very, very streamlined. So all of you guys should be able to see exactly how to hit the goal. And it's, as soon as we launch and we actually get these numbers, it's going to be a metric of math and nothing more. It's going to be put in this amount of money, get this amount of money back, and your return on investment should be getting higher and higher and higher as you go through, because you're going to get better at marketing your results. You're going to get better at speaking on camera. You're going to get better at doing emails. You know, Shauna is going to be, you know, teaching you guys how to do emails. I haven't actually talked to you about this yet, Shauna. Shauna is amazing at emails. She's one of the only people that I've ever met in my entire life in this industry that is just naturally good at it. Shauna was getting like just over 100 leads a day, you know, like pretty much right out of the gate, because she had a traffic source that was working then, and she wasn't getting sales though. And I called her up and I'm like, you know, you need to email your list. But at the time, it was like a ridiculously hypocritical statement for me to make, because I wasn't emailing my list. But I knew that, like, with the type of traffic that she was getting, she needed to email her list. With my traffic was video marketing traffic. I didn't have to email my list. I got a lot of front-end sales from that because people were able to relate to me on video. They knew me, liked me, and trust me before they even went into the sales video. They were like ready to buy, most of them. Whereas with Shauna's traffic, it was more cold traffic, which is similar to the type of traffic we're getting here, only the type of traffic we're getting here is actually less expensive and better. But with Shauna's traffic, she had to mail her list every day in order to build that relationship. And I told her, you know, mail your list, watch the video in the 15K formula, and I've told this to a lot of different people to watch the video in the 15K formula, and it is a very, very good training video, but Shauna caught on like instantly. And she went from getting like no sales to like 2 sales a day, like right away. Because she just caught on to email marketing and she understands how to do it. She understands how to get people to open emails, what to say in emails. She's going to be, you know, one of our trainers here for going forward to teach you guys how to market your results. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to market your results. There's going to be other trainers in iPass. We're setting up a whole system for you guys. Your conversions, wherever they start from, they're going to just go up. You know, we should start with good conversions, obviously, anyway, because we've got high converting funnels. But the more that you guys get better at marketing your results, the more you get good at shouting from the rooftops, I made $7 today, right? Or I made $1,000 today, or I made $3,000 today. The more you get better at doing that, the better you get at shooting these videos, the higher your conversions will be. All right, so
one thing I was going to say, anybody that's been following my list, though, a lot of you are on my list, know that it'll be easier now. I've been kind of in a funk, so this will actually push me into writing emails again because I've actually, you know, like Angela said, I went into funk too. It's like a lot of you know, basically about in December, I kind of like haven't been faithful about email my list, and I do see a difference. Now that I haven't been emailing a list, how many sales am I getting? Not too many. So it is a very direct connection. So I do know, I was knowing as iPass is coming, it is something that is all of us need to do. So those that are on my list that have been, I've been very, very quiet, you'll start seeing that there is a definite difference between when you email your list and when you don't, as long as you get to know. They need to know, like, and trust you. And that's the only way they get to know, like, and trust you is with communication to them.
Yeah, and this is just it. You know, a lot of you guys are like, oh, like the autoresponder service and stuff like that. Like, yes, you guys are going to have an autoresponder service, but here's the truth about autoresponders. You know, like we can automate a lot of things for you. I'm automating the traffic for you. I'm automating the blog design for you. I'm automating your autoresponder setup for you. I'm automating as many things as I can possibly automate for you. The truth is that if you guys don't broadcast your list, if you guys don't build a personal relationship, if they don't get to know you and see you for who you are, which you can't automate because you're not me. If I write autoresponder messages for you, they're not going to be from you. People can tell the difference. People can tell if it's me talking to them or it's Shauna or it's Norma or it's Andy or it's Dan. People can tell if it's not you. All right, which is why autoresponder messages, even ones that are very high converting for the people that actually create them, it's why they don't convert very well at all for other people. Because people just know that it's like an automated email that's going out. Your emails can't appear like that. This is not difficult. Like I said, Shauna's very, very smart. Give credit where credit's due, but Shauna also picked this up in a very, very short period of time. She's going to be training you on it. I'm going to be training you on it. I get really good email open rates, you know, having since started mailing my list as well, and my videos that I create convert very, very well. You know, a lot of you guys that are here in this hangout came through some of my videos. So I'm going to teach you guys how to do this. It's really, really simple, but it is the one thing, the one little piece of work. You know, money doesn't fall from the sky in this industry. You guys do have to work a little bit. It's the one little piece of work that you are going to have to do, that you're going to have to make an effort on, and you're going to have to learn something new that you may not know right now, and you have to be okay with that, because we all start somewhere. You guys are starting from wherever you're starting now, and we will get you a clear path to be able to reach the goal that you want to reach over the course of the next 90 days. So this is like a record long hangout for me. So I'm going to let you guys get on with your day. I'm just going to check the comment stream, see if there's like any questions before I let you guys have a Saturday afternoon. And cool. Awesome. Very cool, Megan. Excellent. Everybody here have a wonderful day. As soon as the Aweber stuff, as soon as Aweber, gets unattacked or whatever, I will be, number one, putting together that service for you guys, those of you who don't want to figure it out via training videos. And then I'm also going to be we'll either do like a live hangout like this and go over the Aweber stuff, or I'll create like a video and post that. Probably might do a video and post that. Well, I don't know. I haven't decided yet because I do want you guys to be able to ask questions and things. But yeah, that should be fixed hopefully ASAP so that we can get to marketing. And everybody here, have a wonderful day. Anything you want to add, Shauna, before we take off?
Nope. Just go have a fun Saturday. Oh, I'm going to say Sunday. I just skipped a day. So anyways, have a great weekend, you guys. And thanks for letting us have a small portion of your weekend.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.